Halligan is the Swiss Army tool of firefighting.
A Halligan to me is built for destruction.
The iconic tool, the Halligan bar, right? The pro bar today, the old school Halligan bar. I mean, that is the foundation of hand tools for the American Fire Service.
The Halligan to the fire service is the backbone of hand tool.
Favorite tool in the fireground's a Halligan. So the swinger set, which being a 6-foot hook and a Halligan. So you can accomplish a lot with that.
Favorite fireground tool is a Halligan bar, all day long.
The Halligan in so many ways is kind of the quintessential fire tool. Performs some part of every task on the fireground.
So this mural, my cousin Ed Council did 16 years ago, and it covers a lot of our history and involvement into firefighting and our forging history, as well as how we served during different wars. Some wildland firefighting, which we have served a large part of for almost 100 years. John Pickett was a jack of all trades and knew how to make some tools, so we started making tools, and there was a point in time where he probably thought, boys, we could keep farming or we could start making tools, and that's how Council Tool was born. Our founder, John Pickett Council, he's my grandfather's grandfather. Kenshin Clyde and John Monroe Council was the second president. Jack Council and great uncle Ed, he was our engineer at the time, third generation. And then my dad, John Monroe Council III, my aunt Pickett, my brother and I. My brother is Cameron is now the president, and I'm doing the business development stuff. So we're on the 5th generation now, and the 6th generation is about to be born here in a month too. So it's always exciting. And during the Great Depression, everyone worked one day in the plant, one day in the garden, and basically on your day in the garden, you would be able to take some stuff home with you from the garden after having worked in it. You wouldn't get paid for that day, but you would take food home to be able to feed your family and stuff. But just because we didn't have a lot of work, so we had to get creative and keep our people happy and stuff. I mean, that's hard times, man. That's crazy. I was very proud to have heard that story, man.
When I hear the term built for others, I know we have to excel at what we're going to build. All the geometries, all the working intricacies of it need to be spot on. Life is the most precious gift that we all partake in and have. To be able to build a tool to help save lives, I'm very passionate about.
We want a good part going to others, one that does not fail, one that holds up, and something that's going to last for a lifetime.
I've been helping Council Tool out for a number of years on some design work, and a few years ago I was given the opportunity, myself and Craig Roost of Council Tool, to redesign their Halligan bar, and was able to put what I had always wanted in a bar all together. So oftentimes we think about what would be better, but we don't get to think about what would be best.
The process of making a Halligan, it's not a simple one. We order material, cut it in specified length, set our hammer equipment up. We would heat and begin the forging process. After that, it will go to a cleaning stage. For these guys that have been trained on doing this, they are the best at what they do. It moves on to the heat treating process. then needs to be tempered. After that, it'll go through another inspection. We'll look at it, and then we'll dip it in a clear lacquer where we put our final coat on it. Do another inspection to verify everything looks great with it. We will then begin putting the safety covers on the working ends, box it up, and it's ready to be used in the field to be, used and abused and save some lives.
Watching a guy, check the adze angle on every bar as it comes off. Getting to work with guys that, like, when we said we wanted a 42 Rockwell hardness on the bar, it was a 42 Rockwell hardness. We were specific about, we didn't want it harder or softer, and knowing that they check that.
My motivation for coming to work every day, improving tools, is simply how they're used, what they go for, what they're used for, and that we're going to impact someone's life down the line. We may not see it right away, or may never hear of it, but it does happen, and it will happen.
A lot of hands touch each tool that comes through here. A lot of pride is taken in the work that is done to each tool. It's really satisfying to know that you're building tools that can actually save lives or help people.
When I see Made in the USA, I get a good feeling that there's still companies out there that do make American-made products, and that are good American-made products, something you can count on.
There's a lot of bad things, or a domino effect would happen with the Halligan break-in or any other tool that the fire service uses. So my favorite part about working here is basically we get to give back to the fire service. Of course, a lot of folks that work here have come from the fire service. So at Safe Industries, the employees have a background of what the men and women out there are doing in the field. When we deliver the tools, or I deliver the tools, what I'm thinking about is, who is this tool going to save? Is it someone trapped in a bedroom at 2 a.m. or is it somebody that has crashed and they're trying to make purchase points on the vehicle? What's the story that tool's going to tell?
We're here today at our 401st acquired building, Columbia, South Carolina, and it's a 4-story office building.
In the fire service, we're operating in a fairly high-stakes, chaotic environment. We don't necessarily have the solution to every problem, but training, for me, we're drawing a map to a location that oftentimes our firefighters have not been before. We're providing them the landmarks and trying to steer them before they get into that situation to a reaction that will help mitigate those circumstances.
Built for others, that saying goes to the fact that I made this so that others may succeed. Others could use this to prosper and continue the growth of the organization or the fire service. That's a pretty deep saying. Someone made something so that others can succeed throughout their careers. I think that's a lot of family orientation things. You want your kids to be prosperous and live a better life than you. When I pass on my Halligans to whoever it may be, I hope they do more work and better than I have succeeded in my career.
Traditions are solutions to problems that we've forgotten. So a lot of what we've built up in tradition are institutional solutions to problems that we don't even have to think about anymore. So, people can talk about 200 years of tradition unimpeded by progress. To me, that tradition means something because it's how we fixed things without even having to think about them. I don't go about taking away traditions lightly. Prefer to understand why we do it the way we do it before we change anything, and I think it's probably a good outlook we can have as far as a fire service operating.
Tradition can go many different forms of understanding, but I think tradition is something that is proactive, that is positive, and that's something that someone started that deserves to continue throughout the fire service. Ironic, like the Halligan. It's a traditional tool, and it's been perfected over the years, but it still has its place in a proactive and positive environment.